how to create a mastermind group in your field. Mastermind group is basically a group of 5 to 7 professionals that meet once a week over the phone. Usually you take turns rotating and one person says what their challenge is and everybody else on the call provides solutions and tips and strategies for getting past that challenge. It'd be a great benefit to everybody on the call, and usually you want people in the same industry with similar goals, but everybody will naturally have very diverse experiences. So everyone's going to bring something different to the table every week, which is great. So it can be challenging to actually start a mastermind group, how to organize one, who to include. So here's some tips on doing so. 1, start forming one right now. I'm sure if you start talking to people in your workplace, friends you have in the industry, maybe put something out on Twitter or Facebook, you can gather people in your industry who have great experience, who take their career seriously, who have done very well, and include the most successful people possible in your mastermind group. Ideally, most of the people in your group will be more successful right now than you are. And the benefit you're bringing to the table is you're helping them connect with other very successful people, and you're helping organize a mastermind group. You're going to be the one who's leading the phone calls each week probably, organizing whose turn it is to present their problem of the week for other people to help solve. And by doing that, you're bringing value to everybody, and you can get very successful people to join your mastermind group. Another tip is to hold the meetings weekly. If you do it every bi-weekly, it's easy to forget. If you do it every month, it's not often enough to really get a lot of benefit. You only get 1 or 2 turns per year. If you rotate, you might only get a chance to present your problem 1 or 2 times a year, and that's not a lot of value. Another thing to remember is to keep it free. Don't try to make money off of it. This is something that you should get such a huge amount of value from in your own business work and development that you should be able to do this for free and feel like you're still not wasting your time at all. Another tip, keep the team very diverse. Whoever's in the mastermind group, try not to get 2 people that have identical experience, or maybe not 2 people that work at the same company. You want to get people that are in different parts of the world, have different approaches, different mindsets, different personalities, different levels of experience. You should all be successful people if possible, or mostly really successful people, but make sure it's very diverse in nature. And the last thing to remember is that the standard format for a mastermind group is that you get on the call once a week. The person who had the problem presented last week is going to do their accountability report. Then you have the person who's in the hot seat for the week present their current problem. Then everybody else on the call provides a solution or a strategy for solving that problem. And then it comes back to that person who's in the hot seat, and they have to say, okay, thanks for all the advice. I heard probably 15 or 20 good pieces of advice there. My action items for this week is I'm going to implement pieces of advice number 4 and 15. And then they say what those are. And then at the next week, the person who was in the hot seat is now doing the accountability report on whether they got those 2 action items done or not. And the next person in the mastermind group is now in the hot seat. So everybody gets a turn, especially if it's weekly with only 5 to 7 people. Every month or 2, you're going to get a turn at bat with having other people help solve your problems. And really some of the best phone calls that I've participated in within mastermind groups happened when I was helping solve someone else's problem and I realized I had that same issue. I had that same problem. So you get a lot of benefit from putting into words some of the stuff that you've learned by being in business or growing your business career. And then also you get a lot of value from hearing the advice others give to other people and all of their diverse challenges. So I hope you found this overview of how to form a mastermind group and run one very helpful. Again, just a rundown of the tips. Form one starting now, get going to get as many successful people as possible in the group. Hold meetings weekly, make sure they're free of charge, get very diverse, successful members in your group, and then just remember the mastermind process of the accountability report, the hot seat, solving the problem, and then set up the accountability action items for the following week. Hope you found that video helpful. Again, this is businesstraining.com, where you can earn master's level qualifications and boost your compensation.